Yo, what's up beautiful people? It's your boy Nick Bracewell. Thank you so much for logging in again to my YouTube channel, The Biz Model, where I use my 10 years of experience as an international sign model to teach you all the ins and outs of the industry. So if you're an aspiring model or even an established model and you don't really like your situation with your agency right now or your mother agent, or you just want to explore and expand to other markets, what is very smart is to know what are scouts looking for and how to get their attention. For those of you that don't know what a scout is, these are the people that work for agencies, or maybe they're independent contractors that actually just sign models and they act as mother agents. So if they have like a large network or whatnot, they'll act like a personal manager and they can actually start placing you in different markets and different agencies and whatnot. These people are all gonna scout models so they can work for them. And there's two main things that they actually look for, and then it's a whole nother ballgame when you actually wanna call their attention. So what does a scout look for? It really depends. It depends on the market, it depends on the country, it depends on the culture, it depends on so many things that are not in your control. You might do very well in one market and not that well in another market. But because of this, scouts actually want to make sure that when they get somebody, they are, let's say, internationally ambiguous. So you could either work in the States, but you could also work in South Africa, and you could also work in Asia, and you could also work in Europe. The main goal would be so you can be able to tour through all the fashion weeks of Europe and United States, and that between those two continents, you actually book enough work where maybe you don't even have to go to other continents. That doesn't mean that the other continents are not as good. The only thing is that over there, you're gonna probably do work that's gonna get you money, which is always nice, but it's not gonna get you prestige at any level. The prestige is always gonna be in Europe and New York. That being said, there's two things that they generally look for, and what they look for is, one, natural beauty. Every single time that you've heard a story of, I got scouted here, and it's just some random place, you go, what? Like, why would they scout you there? That's specifically the reason why they just scout people in random places, is because in random places is where you look natural. And a scout is not gonna go to a nightclub to find their models, because even though that most people look pretty good in a nightclub, there's a lot of self-producing, there's a dress, there's a suit, there's a nice shirt, there's so many things that you do to kind of like upscale your image. But if you're just in the line of Wells Fargo trying to make a deposit, you are as natural as you're ever gonna look. The reason why they look for natural beauty is because natural beauty is natural beauty is what's gonna actually be very aesthetic in front of a camera. They can do so many things with you. They can really produce you and you'll still look beautiful, and they can really strip you and you'll still look beautiful. So natural beauty is something that is just appealing to the eye no matter what. So if you have to produce yourself a lot, it doesn't mean that you can't model, it doesn't mean that you can't make it in certain niches, it doesn't mean that you should have to quit. It just means that scouts normally look for that, because that specifically is what's gonna guarantee the model more work, which means more money for the agency, if that makes sense. The second thing that scouts look for in every single model that they encounter is confidence. I know that this might sound cheesy, but it's the truth. Look, you can be as gorgeous as you want, you can be tall, banging body, but if you're super shy in front of the camera, what's the point? You have to be confident in front of a camera with yourself, comfortable in your skin, because if not, it's just useless and pointless. On the other hand, for example, I've seen agencies give a lot of flexibility on what your body looks like, what your face looks like, what is going on if you wear a lot of confidence. Why? Because it's super interesting to photograph somebody that just owns themselves no matter what. So like we said, those two things are gonna be the main factors. Reason being is because no matter what market, they can push you. I can push confidence, I can sell confidence, and I can sell natural beauty. So if I am in New York and I work with a huge agency in New York and I have a beautiful and confident male or female model and I want to send them to Europe, it's very easy to just go, here's a picture, and in that picture you look confident and naturally beautiful, then everybody in Europe is gonna go, bring them over. Of course, scouts look for people on the streets all the time, but there's other ways to actually grab the attention of a scout. If you feel that you're naturally beautiful, that you're confident, and that you could actually do this, there's a few ways that you can actually encounter this, and I'm gonna teach you them right now. So you wanna be active on social media, plus your social media should be your presentation card. Remember that your IG is your business card as a model, period. Models do not carry around literal business cards. We have Instagrams and we have a handle. When we give that handle and people go in and check that, that is your business card. So make sure that your Instagram is on point and it looks like somebody's working on it. That way, whenever you go into the agency's Instagram and you like and you comment or you send a DM or whatnot, it will be a lot more likely that they get back to you if they go into something that they go, oh my God, look, this person has an amazing Instagram. They're actually naturally beautiful and they're confident. Boom, done. Closed deal. Another way to get their attention is just by submitting to the agencies. Honestly, if you go into the agency and you send an email to the agency, there's always a contact button. Sometimes there's a button that literally says Scout Me. So go into that button and see what they ask for and send your digitals. When you send digitals, always natural. Do not produce yourself. Do not put makeup on. If they find that you are trying to retouch up a bunch of stuff, guess what? Even if you are naturally beautiful, you retouch those things, you just now look not confident about your own beauty. So please make sure that when you're sending digitals, make them raw. Don't touch them, make them raw, be completely natural, and I guarantee that if you are naturally beautiful and with that rawness, you just stand there and own it, that shows confidence, there'll be a response for sure. Number 3, scouts travel a lot. They travel to other cities, they travel to events, they travel to all these modeling competitions and runways, they go everywhere. So make sure that if in your town there's a modeling competition going on, maybe like Runway Model Atlanta, in any city from the United States, there's scouts from LA, Miami, and New York. In any city from Europe, there's gonna be people from Milan, Paris, London, Barcelona. It's not even necessary for you to win. It's just necessary for you to get out there, show confidence, show the natural beauty. You're gonna be in front of a lot of scouts' eyes. So those people most likely are gonna reach out to you after the runway, and they're gonna probably offer you, hey, like come have a meeting with the director or whatever, and we'll offer a contract or blah, blah, blah. And now that you know how to get their attention, on top of that, you know exactly what they're looking for. Do me a huge favor. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. On top of that, remember that this channel is precisely to show you everything there is to know about the modeling industry with my 10 years of experience that I can show you, and I've networked and met people. So if you're interested in having any of this information, please subscribe, and on top of that, turn on the post notification, because when you do that, you'll actually get a notification to your phone every time that I upload a video. That's every single Wednesday at 11 a.m. Pacific time. If you have any questions about this video in general, do me a huge favor, put it in the comment section, and that way I will actually be able to respond there, help you out, and most likely be able to refer you to other stuff that I do that might give you better information. Stay to the end of this video. I have a little slide. That slide is going to tell you everything else that I do. I have a podcast. I have an Instagram where I show you inspiration, motivation, financial tips, business tips, branding tips, networking tips, and everything for the modeling industry. As well, you're going to see about my community on Telegram. I love this community. It's pretty amazing. It's been my absolute fascination lately. The reason is because a bunch of people from Instagram have been going into this community. It's on Telegram, and what it is, it's a group chat. If you ever have any questions about anything at any point in time, you just go in there, you lay out your question, and there's people in there that have been in the business for 40 years, that have owned agencies. There's people in there like me that have been on this for 10 years internationally. There's people that are aspiring models, there's people that are aspiring photographers and established photographers. So at the end of the day, you're actually gonna have a bunch of input to your direct question, and you will actually see that it's a really nice way to network and just meet people all around. It's really cool, and everybody has the same interest. So if you're interested in that, just wait to that slide and you're gonna see the link. Just download Telegram and look for The Biz Model BTS. Something new launch is my website, www.thebizmodel.com. And there you're going to be able to find a direct attachment to all the Instagram gallery. On top of that, you're going to be able to read a little bit about me and see my portfolio so you can see what I've done. And on top of that, you're going to be able to find my book. My book is everything you need to know to become a signed, established, and top earning model. So if you would be interested in that, I will leave a link in the description below. Hope it serves you. By the way, the book is donation based, which is pretty awesome, because I've seen books of other models that they're trying to sell their book and they sell less than the information that I give you for over $50 a book. They're taking advantage that this particular information is not out there at all. And I just decided, you know what, I think that's unfair. So because I would have loved my questions answered when I started, and on top of that, I didn't have that much money, I made the book donation based. So go check it out, get a copy, and I'll see you at some point of time. Send you a big kiss, send you a big hug. Love you. Talk to you soon.